This is my new .22 long rifle. It's an MP 1522, and this thing is great. Not my first .22, but first .22 rifle. This was my first .22 period. It's a Walter P22. Today's .22 day. We're going to talk all about the virtues of .22. Now, I picked this up maybe 6 months ago as a plinker. First .22 ever. I wish I got this as my first handgun ever. My first handgun was a Glock 19. I started with 9mm. But you know what? Just plinking, practicing, training for how cheap .22 is, my aim has improved significantly with this. You can use this for concealed carry. If you have reliable ammunition like CCI, mini-mags, or I like the segmented hollow points, did have a bit of a, teething period. You got to put a couple hundred rounds through it to get it reliable. But once you do, things damn near 100%. Same thing with this. And I'm going to talk about how .22 long rifle just might be the ideal round for a shit-hit-the-fan situation. Think about it. Everyone talks about, oh, I have my AR-15 with all these accessories. I have my AK-74, or AK-47 if you like the big bullets. And those are, you can use those in a combat situation. They're good defensive rifles, but we're talking about the end of the world, or even a long-term, catastrophe. There's no rule of law. People are trying to kill you. I think .22 is the way to go on that. You can carry so much of it. And I'm going to show you some size and weight differences here. And make no mistake, .22 is lethal. Lethal. I shot a coconut at 100 yards with this. It was lead head, little basic .22 Remington box. Thunderbolt, there we go. Remington Thunderbolt 22, round nose, lead head, went right through. That was at 100 yards. At 10 yards, I shot a coconut with this. Maybe I'll show you guys some videos about that later, but 10 yards, 100 yards, straight through. Now, I don't know if a human head or skull or thick animal is as tough as a coconut, but coconut's pretty freaking hard. Take a hammer to it and all. If the bullet goes through easier than the hammer did, it might be good in a defensive situation. Now, this came with a mounting rail, and pretty much any modern .22 rifle or any modern rifle, you get a Picatinny or a Weaver rail on it. You can get all kinds of accessories here. I got this red dot at Walmart, and this thing is phenomenal. I got it zeroed, and it is like the freaking video games. Ping, 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 ping definitely improves your speed and close range accuracy, at least in my opinion. Now, this is a box of 50 9mm rounds. Oh yeah, Perfecta. Remember that? You better believe I stockpiled Perfecta when Walmart had it. Yeah, it's got some weight to it. This is a box of 45 Auto, or 45 ACP. It's about twice the weight and twice the volume of the 9mm. This little box is 100 rounds of .22 long rifle. Seems like it's a little bit lighter than a 9mm. Something to keep in mind. This is 50 rounds of 5.56. 100 .22s, 50 5.56. 500 rounds of .22. 50 5.56, 500 .22. Now remember, we're talking about the end of the world here, or a shit-hit-the-fan situation. So actual combat, yeah, if you have the ammo 5.56 or 7.62 or 3 away, yeah, that will kill people faster. But if we're talking about, wandering hordes or zombies, or I call this my Antifa rifle, for things that might not be the biggest threat, as long as you display some kind of show of force, .22 is more than sufficient. People hunt with it. Everybody knows somebody that's taken deer with 22. Right? You can't kill deer with 22. You better believe you can. That's what the Democrats told you. It's cruel and unusual. It's the end of the fucking world, dude. Who cares? Who cares? So remember, for how much you can carry, the lethality of the 22, not necessarily stopping power, although I'm sure you pump 5 of these into someone, it's got some stopping power, but has the lethality. It's something you might want to consider in a shit-hit-the-fan situation. I wish I got one of these earlier. I wish I got this before I got my 5.56 AR-15, because I would have been a lot more practiced. It would have been a lot more accurate. It would have been faster. I would have had the muscle memory. But I'm getting it now. I can't wait to make some videos to show you, but I think 22 long rifle just might be the ideal round for a shit-hit-the-fan situation, and you might want to consider it too.